I went to school with Steve in San Francisco, and so I've known him for about 10 years now, and it's been the best 10 years of my life. And someone told me once that good love makes you a better person. And that can be a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a husband, a wife, a best friend. And in our case, best friends and bandmates. Steve has made me a better person, and I love him for that. Steve and I have played in numerous bands together for the last 10 years. And so I've had the opportunity to see him in a lot of different situations, perhaps stressful situations, intimate situations where maybe we're waiting in a car and it's raining and we have to move the equipment inside, or it's a quiet time between songs in a recording studio, or we're in some sort of small alley in some bar backstage ready to perform. And those are quiet, intimate moments that you don't get to experience a lot of times with a lot of different kinds of people. And so Steve and I have grown through those various moments of sort of, I guess, those furtive hidden moments. And during all of those moments, Steve has never wavered from who he is in a different kind of setting, a setting like this, a setting that's more public. He's always been the most stable person I've ever known. He's always been He's always been the guy who has been the person who would give us a ride somewhere, or always listen to anything you had to say if something was troubling you. He's always been very stable, and in those moments where we've shared, an intimate moment where we're about to, perform or go on stage or just hang out, he's always been the same kind of guy, the same guy that you're shaking hands with tonight. And I've always admired that. Steve lived in this hovel of a studio apartment for a while when he moved out of the dorms in San Francisco. And that was the first place where we played music together and we created stuff together. And when you create stuff with somebody, you kind of get close to him in a way that you can't get close to other people. And I've been privileged enough to get close to him, and he's been just a wonderful, wonderful companion these last 10 years. But during that time, when he lived in that studio apartment, believe it or not, he and Angie were not together. They call it the dark ages, or the dark times. Sort of like when the barbarians, took over the Roman Empire and culture faded from the land. It was similar to that. And if you go to their apartment now in San Francisco, you see this lovely home, fabulously decorated, very clean. Not something you saw in that studio apartment. Nothing close to that. And during these dark ages, Steve's apartment was something to behold. It had a certain aroma to it, and it was hard to see what color the carpet was. But Angie has made Steve a better man. And I don't mean that in the way that you look at their apartment and how clean it is, but I mean that in the way that Steve has found his soulmate. And Steve has made me a better man. And Steve is the soulmate that you look for in that sort of platonic friendship, that brotherhood that you very rarely come across in life. He's always been that to me. And I look at them, and I said this last night, I look at them as a model for the love I someday want to also share in. And these vows that were said today, I would also like to say those vows with a soulmate, as someone like Angie. So I want us all to raise our glasses and cherish this moment with them. I've cherished the last 10 years with Steve, and I couldn't be happier today. So thank you, Steve, and thank you, Angie.
I know that we are cousins in more ways than one, but you are more like a sister to me. And over the years, we have treated each other like sisters too. Growing up, I was a bit of a bully, doing things that only an older sibling would do, like teasing you and making your life a living hell. And honestly, I feel really bad about all those things. But the best thing about it was that you always took it like a champ. And that's what I most admire about you. You are such a unique woman. Strong, independent, smart, and tough, just like all the other women in our family. But you are also sweet, patient, loving, and caring. What a wonderful combination. Steve really is a lucky man. Today I feel so happy. I'm honored to be standing here beside you as you begin a new life with the wonderful man of your dreams. My heart is literally jumping for joy because I feel that your relationship with Steve is one in a million. Cherish, love, and take care of each other always. Remember this day often and never forget why you chose to do this in the first place. I wish you the very best, even though I know you don't really need my wishes, prayers, or hopes, because throughout the years, both of you have showed such a love for each other that all of us are completely sure that your lives as a married couple will only be filled with more joy than ever before. With that, I'd like to invite thanking you for being a person I can always count on. A person who understands me and where I came from and what I'm truly about. And thank you most of all for being a sister, and I love you.
I'm Angela's hopefully her best friend, but anyways. I met her in 7th grade, and the one thing I can say about Angela, which I have never found in another human being, is she is absolutely the kindest person I have ever met in my life. She has such a calm, peaceful soul, and she's such a beautiful person, truly. And I never thought that she could find someone like her until I got to know Steve. And he is a beautiful person too. And she knows that I know that's true, otherwise I would tell her otherwise. I would tell her. And I just want to say congratulations to you both. I really don't feel like you need it from me because you're both the most mature, stable couple I've ever met. So anything and everything I believe you guys can figure out. And I believe you'll have a beautiful marriage. And I definitely believe that you guys redefine love in an entirely new way. Congratulations.
This is kind of scary. Everyone's anticipating right here. Just staring at me. Go!
They are too.